I'm going to show you how I go camping and traveling in an SUV. And I'm going to show you a bunch of stuff that I bought on Amazon. And in the description of the video, I'll put some links where you can buy the same things if you want. And if you do use those links, I can earn a small commission. It's called being an affiliate partner with Amazon. So that'd really help me out if you like this stuff and you want to buy some. Start with the top solar panel, 200-watt solar panel. This is just a cheap Amazon tripod. It's good for cameras, obviously, but it's also very good for holding a solar panel. I can make adjustments as tall as I need to. I also keep it strapped down for the wind. This is your standard regular cargo basket. Got a cargo net, D-rings, those are essential. Bungees, gas can, don't really need it. Solar panel goes into the charge controller, into the inverter, and then battery. And with that, I can run toaster. I've got electric refrigerator, and this is a little battery pack. I'll get to that in a minute. I put this shelf in, so when I'm laying in bed, I've just got access to all these things. This is so much better than any bottle. You know, it's built for, you know, exactly what you think. And so I recommend that. Is a memory foam pad right here. This is an old futon that I've saved for this purpose. I got extra clothes under there, good place to store them. I took the seats out, so there's a lot of storage under there right now. I've got just all kinds of things down there. So much room. This is my toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant. These are really handy suction cup hooks. Good for so many things. Really simple to use, really sturdy for work just fine. This is toilet dude wipes, just what they say they are. They're very good. You can put the bag around the seat, you put the bag around the bucket, do your business, drop it down, take it out. But I'm also in the desert, so shovel works just fine. Again, same mattress, more storage under there. This is also a battery pack. It's charging right now with the same solar power. And it's good for batteries, USBs, got an AC plug. It's good for all kinds of things like that, but it won't run toaster. So that's why I've got the big inverter. That's a fan. It's also a light. That's a speaker. This is the bike. This bag is really good. It folds down on both sides like this, like saddle bags. Fold it up too, very good. Your standard camp stove, little grill. It's not very big, but it's enough for me. And right now, the solar power is going into this battery pack, but all I gotta do is switch this out to go into the main one. It's charged, so I'm okay with that. This is my electric refrigerator. It's got a light, all the food I need. There's frozen meat down at the bottom. Marinating some chicken right now. Again, without the seats, so much space in here. Room for more water, clothes, some more food back there. More storage under there. Yeah, this looks like crap, but it's holding everything up, and it's meant to be temporary. I'm going to take it out when I'm done with this anyway, because I won't need it. And as you can see, I have plenty of room in here. The door's open right now just for the light. But here's the door closed. Blankets over here just to be out of the way. But right now I'm sitting up. I can't even reach anything back there. Can't even reach the window. I can lay down completely flat. I mean, this is comfortable right here. And so, again, here's all my solar power, my battery, some extra food. This fan is really cool. Not only is it a fan, it has 3 speeds and a remote control, but also has a light. And I use that when I'm sitting here at night. And again, there's my power pack, all my charger stuff. Here's a speaker, phone. You know what that is. So, even I was surprised when I got in here how much room I have. And my seat right now is pulled forward, but if I raise the seat up, then I'm kind of sitting like this. And then here's my window without that screen. I can see out. There's a lot of room in here. These clips, but this bungee across here, these clips are good for anything. I can attach my phone while I'm watching my phone while I'm laying here. You know, you can hang clothes. Bananas should be hanging up here. But no, I've got a lot of room. There's my fridge. It's really comfortable in here. What I have over here is some gadgets. These lights are amazing. They're solar rechargeable. You just pull them and you can hang it from the top. It's got a hook to hang from the bottom. It's got magnets. In fact, that's what's happening here. These are charging right up there. This is also a rechargeable light made by Gold Zero. You can turn it on to face that way, which is the floodlight, or you can turn it on to face that way. Very, very cool. I found this little guy right here. It's some tiny little light, but man, that is super bright. This is just your standard regular flashlight. Headlamp, headlight, really, really handy when it's in the dark, you're trying to cook or something. These are motion activated. They're solar rechargeable, but they're motion activated. I put this on the front of my car. It's got a little light on it. Within 25 feet, it'll go off into a much brighter light. These are essential if you're worried about safety. You gotta have one of those. I have two of them. This is paracord. It's also very good. You can cut the strands. You can use it for thread, tie things, use your shoelaces, make all kinds of things with that. This is a battery jumper to boost. This thing works. I've had to use it a few times. It's just that big. It's rechargeable. It's got a flashlight. Very handy. I love this thing. Definitely get some of these. I bought these. I bought a pack of 4 and I thought, I know I'm going to find a use for something. And I did, because I put this bungee cord through there. Those are really handy. Extension cord. I can bring that fridge out. Toaster. I can bring it all out. I can make my own little kitchen out here if I wanted to. It's really nice. This bag has everything: spices, paper towels, I mean just everything. It's all kinds of stuff. And it usually just sits right there on the cooler. And so that's very handy. I just take it out when I need to get it. The little table, very handy. Chair. Cleaning products. If you don't know, Castile soap is good for everything. You can wash your hair, you can wash your clothes, wash your dishes. I use it for all that. This is just a mixture of vinegar and water. Same deal. Vinegar is a natural antibiotic. You can clean with that. I recommend that. Every time you buy something, if it has a little bag, save it. These bags, you can for carrying dirty clothes, you know, they're just good for everything. Every time I buy one, I keep it. This is a collapsible bucket made of silicone. It's got a drain at the bottom. You can use it to wash hands, feet, hair, whatever. My back here, this is one of those big car bag carriers. It's loaded with food. All my food is in here, everything. Foil, all this stuff. So this carries everything. And so I've got everything I need, literally, to stay out here for, well, indefinitely. These are just rain tarps off of tents that I've collected over the years. You know, you build a tent, you put the rain tarp over it. You can use these for so many things. You can build your own tarp, you build your own awning out here, build just a windbreak. And if you got the bendable sticks, a little paracord, you can build all kinds of things with them. This is a great thing to have. It's good for privacy, to keep the bugs out, little heat in. It's just a big sock, and it goes over your window. See, I've got them down, and it's a mesh, it's a double mesh, and so it keeps the bugs out. Doesn't really keep the heat out so much. You know, I've been in here and closed the doors with it, but it's a really nice thing to have for privacy. You can put them on all windows. But here's another idea. This was $3 at Lowe's. This is just a gutter guard, a rain gutter guard, leaf guard. And it's a mesh for flies and bugs. It's also pretty hard. It's got a little lip right there. And so I just cut it to size, rolled down the window, fit it in, and rolled it up. Works great. These are also good for when you're driving, you know, or if I'm just sitting here, I can have this down. You know, if it's raining, the rain guard's going to work and keeps the rain out and the bugs. And there's one more, this one here. This is made out of the same kind of mesh, and it has magnets all around it, and it's built for a sunroof, so you can't drive with this or anything. It just kind of sits there. But I also bought these really, really strong magnets. Now these magnets work if I'm just going to sit here, but these things are really good. I put these little eye holes on them because they're strong magnets. They'll hold that on really good. So those are 3 good ways to either get privacy or just let air in and definitely keep the bugs out. This is a collapsible bucket made of silicone. It's got a drain in it. You can use it to wash dishes, your hair, your feet, whatever. Just folds up like that and goes straight into storage. These lights are magnetic. They're solar rechargeable. You just pull them like that. You can hang them from the top. Got a hook, hang them from the bottom. You can even put batteries in them. Very nice to have. These lights are also solar rechargeable. They're motion activated. So I've tested this about 25 feet out. Something gets in front of it, it lights up, and it's really bright, really bright. This is a battery jumper for your car. I've used it on mine. It works great. I love this thing. These clips, you will find a use for those. The front is just extra storage. Got my backpack here, but look at this. Isn't that cool? Just a little pump, silicone, 5-gallon bucket. Don't need it, obviously, but it's so good to have. It's so convenient. And I've been working with that for 3 weeks now and still haven't charged it. It's USB chargeable. So here's another look at these devices. These 4 lights, these 4 lights are charging through the sun, but they also have input and output ports. I can charge them from other devices, and I have it right now hooked up to this. This is a light from Goal Zero, solar powered. It's got a light on this side, light on this side, hooks on both ends. It's got input and output. And just to show you, I'm going to hook up my phone. You can see that charging right there. So the sun is going there, there, and there. I've got this one hooked up to this fan. I showed you this fan. It's got 3 speeds. It's got a light. It's got a remote control. And this power pack can charge from the solar panel. It can also charge from the car. I can plug it into the car. It has AC port, 3 USBs. Look at these battery packs charging right now. All these stuff can charge from this, from the sun, from the car, from home. Doesn't matter. This is a speaker. This will charge too. I don't have a cable. But again, all this stuff you can hook, these can hook together if you have the cables. If you only had one outlet, you can hook up all this stuff together. So even if you didn't have one of those, say you only had this, you could still plug that into there and you're going to get charged through the sun. And everything will do the same thing. But if you're in an emergency situation, you needed your phone charged, any of these things would do it. It's very compact, very easy to set up, probably easier than any table I've seen. Just a few parts. It literally starts putting itself together the moment you separate it. It's got the same kind of stretchable wires that are intense, and you just let them go. One through, but the other one goes through. One through, the other one connects. Just like that, your base is done. And then the top just folds out. It's got these really hard panels in it. You can use either side. And these are the same way. Just let them stick together. Clip it on. And these are adjustable. I've already got them adjusted, but you just put them in there like that. Make it fit. you've got a nice table. Very strong. My only complaint with it would be it's just these hard sections create ridges. So you can fit anything on it. If you had something like that, you know, bottles, cans, whatever, they'll still fit. It's not a big deal. If you had a coaster, some kind of coaster, for example, you wouldn't have to worry about it so much. Something going over those little ridges. But it's no big deal. I've used this quite a bit. It works great. I love it. It's not very big. It's not very tall. I mean, this is my knee right here. But if you're sitting at a camp, like I'm sitting right now on a park bench, it's great. It's a nice table. This is a very handy thing. It's a nice tray. If you have to eat in the car a lot, which I do when I'm traveling, it's got grooves in it, or a flat side, a little groove for your phone. Just pop it in like that. It's very sturdy. You can put food on it, a laptop, whatever you want. And you got to remember to turn your steering wheel upside down because of the way this groove works. But that's all you do, just pop it in, and it just goes right between the console and the chair. So there's the campsite. This is where I'm located. A couple of campers over that way. And this is my backyard for now. So yeah, obviously all that stuff costs money and you don't need to spend a lot of money. I like having those things. I didn't start out with all that stuff. I started buying stuff maybe 2 years ago, something like that, and just little bits at a time. And you know, if you want to get out here and do this, that's the way you do it. You don't need to spend a lot of money on anything. You don't need to spend any at all. I started out with a cooler and a sleeping bag, and I would go to the Rocky Mountains and just, you know, play, do stuff, whatever. So you don't need any of that stuff. I just like having it. I like the security lights. Those are really handy. I also have sound, motion activated sound sensors on there. Nobody's getting within 25 feet of that car without me knowing about it. Unfortunately, some wild burros came through last year and tripped the alarms, but you know, so what? I liked it. So yeah, there's a few campers over there, but look how beautiful it is here. This is the desert. BLM land, Bureau of Land Management. It's free camping. The only restriction is you're only allowed to stay in the same spot for 14 days. Then you have to move so many feet away. You know, it's just to prevent people from setting up communities here and living full time and ruining it. So it's free camping. Look it up online. There's maps to where you can go. Bureau of Land Management. It's all over Arizona, Nevada, Utah, California, all the way up to Alaska. It's just everywhere. So yeah, I'll put the links in the description to Amazon. And again, if you buy any of that stuff, I can earn a small commission from it. So if you like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave some comments. Maybe I didn't cover everything. If you saw it in the video, I probably forgot something. So anyway, there it is. That's how I camp. The only thing I'm going to get next is a van. It's not the beach, but it looks like the beach. I just love being here. This is great. I love it. It's beautiful.